From a seed with nearly every biome packed onto a single continent island, to one with a witcha in a pretty unusual spot, and from easy access to every wood to a beautiful peaceful spawn perfect for a cozy base. I found 15 new Minecraft seeds, and one of them may just be perfect for your next survival world. So let's go ahead and get started and find out if that's true. Sometimes I find Minecraft seeds that just look absolutely picture perfect. I mean, I often talk about using mountains I find as a backdrop for a build, and this seed already has that without you even having to build anything. I know some people would probably prefer if the plains extended and the village was on land, but I always like the look of villages floating on water. And just as a reminder about the village, I play on Java Edition. Seeds on Java Edition and Bedrock Edition have the same terrain, but structure generation and locations are different. So just remember that Java Edition is the only version you'll find the structures in the seeds I show today, like the village in this one. So yeah, I think a place like this could really spark up creativity. Do you have any build ideas for it? This huge island has nearly every biome on it. It does come close to connecting to land, but there's still ocean between there, so it is an island. And speaking of oceans, you can find all the different ocean biomes around the island, and there's a mushroom island too. The only biomes that aren't actually on the island are the mangrove swamp and windswept savanna, but those are together on the mainland, so they're pretty easy to find. You spawn into the seed in a jungle biome, and of course that's just the first of many places to explore in the seed. I'd personally start by going underground to the lush cave mineshaft. Then you can explore all the other different biomes and structures, with one of my favorites being this abandoned village. And when you're ready to take on the end, you can go to the stronghold that's underneath the island too. There's really just everything you need here. I found this small little cherry grove circle seed. Looks like a strawberry donut or something. Now personally, I prefer these cherry rings that are a bit bigger, but ones like this have lots of potential too. They're great for lower render distances, and there is definitely some sort of build that is better for a small area like this. In the middle of this one, we get a sunflower plains biome, and there's also this little lake that has a dripstone ravine running through it. Overall, it's a pretty cool place to spawn into a new world. Finding this seed was a great reminder for me to look for more Mesa spawns, because this just looks incredible. The water here leads to a little opening with an island in the middle that has a river fully surrounding it. The area surrounding the river is like some elevated terrain forming a horseshoe shape. The island is actually where I spawned into the world, and it could be a fantastic little spot for a build. And in the back of it, I even found this little lush cave. There's a ruined portal here too. Just all around a fantastic looking spawn. Island villages were once the most popular type of seed I would find. Before the continent island seeds started getting really popular, these are what I'd find most often. Though back then a spawn on a village floating on an ocean was pretty easy to find. These days the spawn algorithm is a bit different, so I settle for finding village islands like this one. Same vibe, just a bit more actual land mixed in with the plains and beach in this case. I will say, as long as it's possible, I think I'll always continue to search for these, even if less often than I used to. This week I created a video with 5 village islands for my channel members. If you'd like to see that, get access to other perks, or just want to support the channel a bit more, go ahead and click the join button below. As always, thanks so much to all my channel members and to everyone for all the support shown to the channel. So I've been looking for seeds that have those continent islands like I usually find, but on a larger scale. Closer to the size of like a real life continent, though that's unlikely for me to find. This one comes fairly close to connecting the land in certain spots, but it is fully surrounded by ocean. And that's really the main reason I like this one. It looks so cool on the map with the land and ocean surrounding it in all directions. Along with that, there's tons of different biomes across the island and lots of different structures too, like villages and outposts. But I think it's really cool that we get 3 different strongholds underneath it. So yeah, just a really cool continent seed to explore and maybe use for your next world. This little snowy biome is fully surrounded by a plains, and there even happens to be an igloo that generates here too. The igloo has a basement, so it has a villager and zombie villager down below, and it gives you a place for a little shelter if you need it. I just thought it looked cool seeing the snow surrounded by grass, just an interesting clash of biomes. It looks pretty unique. The villagers in this seed really found an interesting place to call home. They're up here on top of a mountain which somehow has a cherry grove too. The frozen peaks sort of form a little caldera type area, and some of the terrain around here is kinda cool too, like this little crater type thing that causes the village light post to be floating. I'm not really sure what it is about this place that the villagers like so much, whether it be living up in the mountains away from everyone, or settling in a cherry grove, but whatever the reason, it's definitely a pretty cool place. This seed has a couple of my favorite things right at spawn. The The mountain circle Caldera has been one of my favorite ways Minecraft terrain can generate since the world generation changes. And the flower forest is one of my favorite biomes. I mean, a mix of trees and flowers, there's not much to dislike about it. But anyways, yeah, finding a seed that combines those two things together with the flower forest as a valley just made a lot of sense to me. Woodland mansions with witch huts on the roof have been one of my favorite types of seeds to find in Minecraft since I realized it was possible. It ends up making it look like the witch is just living in a little penthouse type thing on the roof. Not sure why she would want to do that, but hey, maybe rent is cheap or something. I really like this one because the hut is tucked into the corner of the top floor of the mansion, and it's a bit tall with the oak pillars being like stilts. It just looks really cool. When people ask me what types of Minecraft seeds they should use for survival mode, if they want convenience, I like to recommend a seed with every biome close to spawn. It just makes getting materials you need really easy. I do admit though, this seed is missing one biome, and that's the swamp, because I actually found this seed back in 1.18 and the mangrove swamp has since replaced it. The biggest flaw in these types of seeds is that you do have to sacrifice some biome sizes, which usually is the mushroom island, but in this case it's a dark forest and pale garden. And hey, for the overall convenience, maybe that sacrifice doesn't matter much to you. And finally, so you know, the spawn of this seed is in a plains biome that borders a forest. We get a meadow nearby that has some holes in it, and there's a village over on the edge of a river and another one near the meadow hillside. So yeah, having nearly every biome within less than 1400 blocks of spawn could be perfect for your next survival world. For all my top seed compilation videos, I create a blog to go with it. It's an easy place to copy the seed you need or see all the coordinates in one place. Remember to go ahead and check it out after watching the video with the link in the description. This valley has every overworld wood type except for mangrove, and it's right at spawn. We get the spruce with the grove, oak and birch with the forest, this small cherry biome, some acacia wood in the savanna, a nice sized jungle, and a pale garden with the smallest bit of dark forest next to it. One side of the valley has stony peaks, and the other side has frozen peaks all the way down until it reaches the jungle, where it transitions into stony peaks, with a little opening at the end. I'd say it's definitely pretty convenient having all these options at spawn. The spawn of this Minecraft seed is genuinely incredible, yet it's so simple. We get an old growth taiga island as an actual spawn point, and is completely surrounded by a river. Surrounding that are more spruce trees all around. There's also some different mountains around the area, with the frozen peaks and jagged peaks. It's so simple that the most unique thing about the island is the little chunk out of it with dripstone, and I truly believe it's just such a perfect spot for a nice cozy little house with the beautiful scenery all around. If you build something on the island, go ahead and tag me in a screenshot or something so I can see. There are actually a few different floating islands in this seed, the main one being this one here. The flatness of the bottom makes it look like the mansion actually cut off the terrain that was supposed to generate. Though you can see on Bedrock Edition, that's just how it looks even without the mansion. As for the other islands, we get this one in the shadows, we get this tiny one here, and there's another bigger one further back here too. Plus we get some random floating blocks all around too. Overall, a pretty cool looking place to spawn. This continent island seed is really awesome. In total, there are 10 different villages across it. I'll let you explore it and find the villages for yourself, but I will say this one is my favorite. I also found a couple igloos and pillager outposts on the island, and underground I found a stronghold, which could be super convenient. The spawn is in a plains biome, but there's plenty of other biomes across the island too, like different forests, a cherry grove, and some mountains forming this little caldera area. There's even a couple mushroom islands nearby too. These big island seeds are always just an awesome place to begin a new world. Check out one of the videos on screen for some more seeds that are awesome, and check out the mystery seed that's on screen too. Thanks for watching, I'm out of here, see ya.